think you're in an algorithm sweet spot as well. So I'm pretty sure because you like got so many viewers and followers so fast. Like because they take like trending accounts and spam them and recommended. Like you're getting recommended to a lot of people.
Well, that's lovely. Thank you, algorithm.
Yeah, the algorithm gods are strong.
Well, we'll see. Hopefully, I deserve some of the attention you guys are giving me. I really appreciate you cuties. Thank you so much. I hope that you guys are enjoying everything that I'm doing because I'm having so much fun with it, and I just love you all so much, so much. Okay, MMR is just a number versus Team Unreliable, Game 2, D2LA Season 1 of this round robin series. We see the Earth Spirit and the Invoker banned out again. Now, Naj looked pretty good on that Invoker, which is probably why they've banned it. Naj has also played Earth Spirit and looked awesome as well. I think that's the strongest performance I've seen of his, I think in the entire tournament. I think he looks really good on Earth Spirit, and also Earth Spirit's pretty broken image at the moment. Morphling Bear, that's an MGC target. On the other side, we see just Meta Ban. They're not going to play against the Bristleback this time, but other than that, it's the same.
Explosive Fury playing on Radiant? What the?
Fence! Please, Fence. Please.
Dude, my friend absolutely hates that facet. I think it's actually not bad. Like some games, it is good.
I think it's better in every way and almost every game. I think Fence is.
There are some heroes I would say you don't want it against, but it is good. I do think it is good.
If you're good with the Fence, you can keep them locked down almost as long as Kinetic Fence anyway. Like almost the same amount of time. You just need to know what you're doing with it. I don't. I can't play the hero. Just to be clear, I'm a complete hypocrite. I suck. But I have seen the pros play it, and if you're good with the Fence, it just seems you can't lock down a whole team in the same way as the ring, but you can still lock down one or two individuals almost permanently. So, Omni.
Let this hero in. I hate playing against this hero. I think it's my least favorite hero in the game right now. It's so frustrating playing into Repel.
Reem. Fence is antithetical to the hero. I dislike it.
He's got his Reddit glasses on when he types that one out, I think.
I think so. Pushes up his glances. Absolutely, though. I get that. I get it, Reem. RNGesus. Ozdoda may be autistic, but it is loyal. It is one of those two things, for sure. Jubei is still hanging out. I don't know if you've seen Jubei in my streams, but they're always here. Every single time Jubei turns up. So thank you, Jubei, for always being here. Kilari coming through with a bad take as usual, saying that he doesn't like the Fence. I feel like anytime someone brings up any good meta spell, Kilari is the first one in chat to say, I hate it. It's wrong.
Wait, I will defend the Fence, alright? I think the Fence is good. There's just some heroes. If I'm versing a puck, I don't want my guy to have a Fence. Because I want my guy to press Ag's ulti on that hero, and that hero doesn't go anywhere. Guaranteed.
Next thing, Killer Ari is going to be telling me that reverse polarity isn't the stronger facet, Andros.
I mean, I defended that facet, but then I watched Soxa play it, and I don't know anymore. Did you see what he did in that game?
Look, he actually came out. Hang on, just 1 second. Kilari actually came out immediately with the RRP. Like as I was saying it, he was like, "That might be worse than RRP." All right, sorry. Tell me, what was the RRP? Who stuffed up Andros?
Soxa was playing it, and I believe his teammate was getting black holed. Yeah, his teammate was getting black holed, and he walked up and RP'd them out of the black hole.
That's
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think Soxa is one of those possibles I should have mentioned. I think he's like potentially one of the best ever, actually. But that was hard to watch when he did that.
Oh, Soxa. Yeah, well, I was talking about how Maposhka's been #1 in Europe as a support player. There was a period, I don't know if you know this, where Soxa was #1.
He was like 1, 2, and 3, right?
1, 2, and 3 on support, and 1 on carry. On core.
I mean, like, mechanically, Soxa's probably he's probably the best of what I've seen. Like, the fact he can do that on core is insane.
Yeah. And also, did you know that Soxa... Did you know how Soxa got his name?
No, I don't know this.
he just stole an account. Not stole, but like someone gave him an account to play on years and years and years ago that he just ground to
some guy called Soxa.
Yeah, ground to immortal, and the guy's name was Soxa, and Soxa just never changed its name. So he just climbed to TI champion, stealing the name of some other dude called Soxa, and I love it so much. What a god, dude. Holy. He's actually got a really, really good podcast with the one and only Suns fan and Cinderin, where he talked about why he exited Dota originally. He's come back.
I think I watched part of that. I think he mentioned the name story, but when I listen to podcasts, I like zone out a lot, so I don't think I really remembered it.
Yeah, that's the point of a podcast.
It does sound familiar.
Yeah.
I mean, I just put them on when I'm doing something. Like I'll be playing some mindless game or doing some work or something.
That's it. Just vibing, just losing in my pubs, listening to a podcast. Back in the day when techies had not been changed, I'd just sit there for hours listening to podcasts, dropping green mines, forgetting that I'm playing a Dota game. Yeah, I was that guy. Fight me.
There was one techies patch where Bloodstone was insanely broken on him, like this old techies, and I think I had like a 70% win rate over like 60 games or something in that patch. I was cooking.
I'm sure you were always better than I was. Even at my peak, you were better than me for sure. At techies,
I was a noob for a long time though. I took a while to start getting MMR.
Fury coming through saying that Fence is top 10 Dota spells. 100% agree with you there, Fury. Might even say top 5. Killer Ari coming out saying Fence might be the worst facet, actually worse than Clink's skeleton. Drops a skeleton on death is one of my favorite innates in the game. Killer Ari still in there. We've got Mid Motor. Foot coming out screaming Meepo. We saw Tian Meepo last time and it was spooky, dude. Tian Meepo is nuts. But they've still got a pick. I wonder if they banned the Shaker. What do you think, Andros?
I mean, this hero is like so annoying. Like, I don't even know if Shaker is the answer anymore because he just buys Ags. Like, I actually hate like dealing with this Meepo hero now.
Do you know what's
all
good?
The usual counters aren't even that good.
You know what's good against him? Disruptor.
Disruptor? That's true. That is true. I think this Dawn hero is like pretty good against him, but he's not enough to like deal with it himself. There definitely be another hero.
Well, Dawn's been really, really good lately. I've been watching another team. I won't say which one because I don't want to spoil anything for upcoming tournaments, but I've been watching another team. There's 2 players that are both picking Dawn. They'll pick it for 3. They'll swap it between 3 and mid quite a lot. And it seems to look really, 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 really good.
Yeah, I think Dawn's really good. I'm a big fan.
I'm keen to see them bring it to another tournament. I think they might be playing in Phoenix League sometime soon as well. So I'm keen to see if they can make it work. I like Dawn. And she activates my almonds. I just like watching her bounce around on my screen with her big yellow hair. It's pretty cute. So
my only problem with Dawn is when it turns daytime, I do get 20 FPS for about 5 seconds, which is really fun.
Buy a new PC.
My PC is fine. This game is just terribly optimized. I can run like pretty much anything on like high settings, but this game just does something with my computer.
I just upgraded. Again, I'm doing everything I can to like up the production of my stream. Just because like everyone keeps turning up, so why not put the money into it? And so I just upgraded my PC and I went all out. I spent far too much, more than I'll probably ever make off of streaming, to be honest. But it's been so nice to be able to alt tab, and I had a pretty good PC, but I'd still like alt tab to go and check on OBS. And because I don't have a streaming PC set up, as I alt tab to OBS, I'd watch my Dota frame rates just plummet to like 20 mid game, and I was like, "Ooh, something's gonna give." We're gonna see a Xiao Miao Ricky mid. I think they ran almost this exact draft minus the disruptor last time on MMR, just a number.
Hold it, Titan. Hold up. What is this draft? Oh, it's mid ET. Okay.
I mean, that's an answer to Meepo.
Yeah, that is. I was gonna say that is a Meepo counter. I don't know how good mid ET is gonna be. I mean, I guess versus Ricky, you probably just beat him up. It'll probably be okay.
It does hurt me to see a game where Elder Titan is picked and Ham's not playing it though. Like Ham is
playing ET into SD though. Is that gonna be good?
I play a lot of SD, but I don't know the answer to this question. Do the illusions that you summon get the bonus damage?
No, they wouldn't. But I just mean like you're gonna run in and he's just gonna ult you. And like this hero is entirely based on just being able to like run around freely in a fight, right? Just hitting people. You get slowed to a core like that can be pretty sad.
I like the Razor here too. I kind of like Team Unreliable's drop. Like, alright, MMR's is just a numbers draft, is like pretty standard Dota, minus the Ricky mid. Although Ricky mids look pretty good lately, so whatever. Team Unreliable's draft looks very, very, very hard to execute, but it looks stronger. Like, I see a world where like they go on the Razor, the Dawn jumps in, the Elder Titan just sort of like arrives with like Ag, Shard, and whatever punchy items he has. Omni keeps the Razor alive. Shaman, locks down a Meepo. I don't know. It looks pretty good. I think it's much better. It's odd and hard to execute, but I think it's kind of cool. What do you reckon?
I think the one X factor here is this SD hero. If no one jumps him, he makes Omni not a hero. So someone needs to kill this man. I don't know who's going to do it, because I don't really have a hero that jumps backline very well, but yeah, this SD hero, one button, and Omni is not a hero anymore.
Well, we're talking about heroes that Explosive Fury plays in the Disruptor, and talking about heroes that I play. Both of us love Shadow Demon, and I mean, it is... Oh, it hurts me to say it, but I think I like it more than Earth Spirit. I know I've got 1,600 games on Earth Spirit, but my 300 or 400 games I have on Shadow Demon are enough for me to just love this hero. It just feels like so much utility. And I think you're right. If they don't take it out of these fights, it's going to make this game very hard. It's a counter against the Razor. It's a counter against the ET. So we'll just have to wait and see.
Good
also,
for Shaman and Omni too. It's really good this game.
Yeah, the Dispel as well into the Omni ult. So anyway, let's wait and see how we fare in this Game 2 of MMR is Just a Number versus Team Unreliable in the round robin stages of D2LA long form tournament. We'll introduce the players. For Team MMR is Just a Number, we have Muscle on the Disruptor, Tien on the Meepo, Ipus on the Shadow Demon, Cena on the Mars, and Zhao Miao himself on the Hiriki. For Team Dire, that is Team Unreliable, we have RFA on the Shadow Shaman, Haj on the Elder Titan, Taco on the Omni Knight, MGC on the Razor, and Ham the Man on Dawn. Now, I've not seen Ham play Dawn before. Have you seen his Dawn in action?
I feel like I have. I think I've seen it.
I mean,
it seems like a Ham hero for sure. I think he'll be fine on it.
But every time Ham clicks a hero, it's got a level 30 Grandmaster badge on it. This is the first hero I've seen that has a bronze badge. Maybe he's just started on it?
I've seen him play it. I mean, he's got a good set. That's the first step. You saw what Disruptor has, right?
You didn't see that coming.
He's got the fence.
Oh, yes. Yes. Excellent, dude. Thank you, Muscle, and I hope you make it look god tier, Muscle Mia. I'm very keen to see your Disruptor in play. And I wonder if he's going to be going to the safe lane or the off lane. I tend to like Shadow. I know Shadow Demon traditionally more of a pos 4 because you can stack the big camps, the ancient camps. But I really like Shadow Demon as a 5. At the moment. I like a lot of 4s as a 5 at the moment. Like, even Earth Spirit, I prefer to run in the safe lane if I'm playing support.
Safe lane's just such an easy lane to play.
It is. And, like, you took... Traditionally, back in the day, pos 4s were roamers, so you just, like, cross the map and take kills. You can't do that anymore. Your pos 3 wigs out and has a tantrum because it's not the meta. Shut up, pos 3s. Whereas pos 1s, if you got a good pos 1... and you just say, hey, I'm not going to be in your lane for 30 seconds. I'm going to go... If you say, I'm leaving to gank, they will wig out. Pos 1s, they will just... I mean, we've all heard Gork go, never leave lane on 5, and just turn inwards. But if you say to them instead, not I'm leaving your lane, but instead, I'm going to go kill the other Pos 1, watch how quickly they go, yeah, whatever, I'll play safe. Go. Because all they care about is out-farming that other pos 1. Tell him you're going to shut him down, and you're set. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the lane structure as well is, like, a lot easier for the safe lane to be, like, independent, I guess. Just the way the creeps are set up now in the camps.
Yep. And I'm just waiting for safe laners to realize that. They just, if the safe lane pos 1s players, and all of the pos 1 players I play with are now very, very smart, and know that Bops is going to leave their lane, and they just play back. Like, there's so much room for them to play back and not get caught. And they do. Bops goes and kills the other pos 1, and then comes back and goes, hey, guy, what's up? How you been? And they go, oh, just punching a couple of kibs, mate. Done. G'day, g'day.
I mean, I've got a... I'll say after this fight something about that. You want?
Oh, thank you for calling out the music. Appreciate you, boo. Always love the guys and girls coming through, helping me with my stream, especially when I'm chatting away like I was. Kitty, thank you, Bakati.
Yeah, I was going to say, I had a pos 1 the other day, actually, in all my games on the lovely Southeast Asian Dota 2 server. And he was like, I think he was like 0-2, and he was on like not the best lane. The enemy carry was like 0-5, I think an account buyer, and just chain feeding. And we tried to calm this guy down by telling him, look at how poor this guy is. And he just kept flaming up +5 and went AFK. And we won the game without him. It was very fun.
Huh? That's the
But
thing,
yeah, some
right?
+1s just don't understand. Like, there's other heroes than them in the game.
I love my +1s because it gives me an excuse to baby someone in lane, and I love watching them grow up strong. But the thing is, if you're winning a game, your +1 is never relevant anyway, which says to me that I can win the game without my +1.
I mean, I do say that a lot. Like, whenever my +1's crying, I literally tell my team, like, just play the game. Because eventually the guy will, like, want his MMR and he'll show up at the end and he'll, like, press the buttons. But you can let him cry for a bit, it's fine.
Oh, they are fragile. But the trick is you find the real lovely ones and you have a really, really good time with them. Enter Novagrams. Oh, throw a 3-man gank immediately onto the Dawnbreaker. Mercil playing forward, does have the fence to try and stop him, but the disruption should be enough to keep Ham in position for now. They're bullying him. Ham just keeps having a really hard game. Actually has the glimpse, not the fence. Brings Ham back, and Ham is slinking away into the trees. Tien trying to find Ham. If he doesn't get the skill, he's going to be missing out on a whole bunch of creep, putting the clicks down. Mercil throwing the blood grenade. Ham going down any second. Oh no, Tien waits to try and take the kill, but instead feeds it to Mercil because of the blood grenade.
Well, they're role swapping. Because Mercil was called the last game, right? He was playing 4.
He was, yeah.
Yeah, they role swapped.
You know, striking out at these creep within the trees.
Oh, he doesn't have TP on Dawn. Oh.
What am I doing here? Yeah, audio. Bob. Okay, well, here we go.
You're missing the fence.
Am I? No. Is the fence working? They are catching
working.
Shadow Shaman, and down he goes. Defense coming to play. Sorry, I was
Actually was entirely
changing my
defense. He like trapped him one way, and then he had to run the other way, and he trapped him that way. He wasted so much time.
Oh, it's so good. Fence is actually super hype. Now I'm not going to see another fence play for ages, Andros.
Yeah, you snooze, you lose. Unlucky.
Naj having a pretty good lane here. I wonder if they elect to stack the Ancients for Naj so he can just... I might kill Taco here. Hang on, hold that thought. Taco? No, the spear misses. I said this last time I watched Connor play Mars. Do you think he knows that you have to hit them with the spear to do damage?
I mean, that's optional. I've seen Minchin do the same thing, so...
Okay.
My absolute favorite is when your Mars Arena someone misses W, then misses Spear.
Speaking of Mars, getting really low in the top lane. They actually managed to find him and burst him, and Ipus having to get on out of there.
It's tough, isn't it?
Is he just running this guy down? I mean, he has Q, he won't die, but... beats the hell out of him.
Meow. Just strolling at Naj. Looks like Meow's having a pretty good lane into this ET. He's got a lot of armor. That's the one thing, right? Is another hero... Probably, RFA getting glimpsed back straight into the clutches of Tien. Doesn't know which chicken to hit, but Mercil does, and down he goes. Ham might need to be careful because, like we said, there is a fence that is in play. There it is, blocking him off. There comes a big old net to keep him in place as well. Ham's thinking about playing forward onto Mercil, but can't quite connect. Gets the stun off onto Tien, finishing Ham, and the fence. Keeping that Dawn there. Meanwhile, top lane, MGC playing forward onto Cena, but Cena just breaks the tether. Spears him to the wall.
I was gonna say, this Omni innate, I feel like is one of the most slept on things. It's so obnoxious with the E. But that's why he was doing so much of that SD when he chased him, because the SD is just giga slow, taking more damage.
Degenerer used to be a whole ability, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, Omni in his current state though is so obnoxious. Like, some lanes, if you can't get him off of you, he just runs you down. So annoying to deal with.
Ooh, Mercil's innate kicking into play and pushing Ham right away. And now it looks like they've kept RFA in place. Deanne playing forward. It's going to be taking a kill onto this chicken. Chicken going to be bursting. Okay, can he find the right one? Mercil finding the right one and killing it once again. That Disruptor innate is also very good, Andros. Absolutely saved Mercil then.
I hate that innate. That one and the Shadow Shaman one, both in this bottom lane, they piss me off so much. Whenever you miss a kill because of it. Yeah, this is brutal. Like, bullying a Dawn like this, like that first rotation into him not having a TP to set this entire lane up to fail. And this Dawn hero is like so laning dependent, like you really need to stomp your lane. And then beat that like strong presence with ulti.
I'm surprised that the Mars is having a good lane as he's having too. Like really?
Yeah, I think that was like the biggest mistake. because they needed to punish him a lot harder because they were bottom for like a long time. That was a pretty big chase on the Dawn, that level 1 kill. And they didn't really punish him for it.
But when we got back here, like, Cena was playing really clever. Like, he's a pretty good player. Like, we throw shade at him, but he's much higher than his MMR, for sure, Cena. And he was sort of playing the left side of the trees. Hang on. They finally shut down Tien and Mercel. Backing on up. Ham will have to need to be careful here. A Glimpse. Glimpse is on cooldown. I was going to say, a Glimpse could nuke him enough for the right click to finish, but not going to be enough. The disruption to try and save Connor. Connor dropping the rebuke and trying to put some pain on MGC. MGC getting clicked. Hyper's trying to play forward. Gets the Shadow Poison. 4 is not enough. Oh, he's only got 1 in disruption and he can't finish MGC. And now he might be feeding himself away. Kako taking a kill on the Omni.
Fury just mentions like he has 2 points in fence. Alright, even a fence enjoyer like yourself, you can't defend this. I feel like he must have misclicked.
I mean, 2 seconds off the restore time?
This is too much fencing. Too much.
An extra 0.5 more than 0.5 seconds on duration? I mean, if anything, I'd be putting more points in defense. Fence and stats.
Alright.
Fence and stats, Andros.
This is too much.
Level 1 until 10 says... Fury, you're giving them free coaching. You could be charging him for this. Okay.
He's trying to glimpse? You might be trying to go for the shaman glimpse, yeah.
Hey, Ham rotating bottom. Now, there's no vision in this bottom lane, which is a bit spooky. Oh, Cena has MGC aggressing on top of him once again. The heal. Oh, he tries to pin MGC. That was so close to threading the needle there. Now Naj is here with the double damage, and Tien immediately decides to run away. Holy, blink forward from Jamia to try and get a silence on out, but that Meepo has ported away, and I think the only person who's going to suffer the pain of Naj's right click his briefcase is that Shadow Demon. Naj, a very scary hero with a double damage, by the way.
Yeah, he did just 3-shot that poor guy. That's messed up. Alright, standard XP rune split, I think. Yeah.
So what's the first item for him? He's looking at a soul ring and phase boots, but what's the first big item?
I mean, there's a few different builds I've seen people going. I've seen Armlet getting kind of popular recently. That's just this, like, early snowball, but I don't think he's hitting that timing. He'll probably just go something simple like the Echo. I don't think this is a blade mail game at all.
Oh, Naj doesn't have mana. Actually, pops his wand, so he does have mana. Hang on, caught in position by the fence. He's trying to put the click down, but it's not going to be long before that ET is sent back to his fountain. No, RFA trying to get the shackle off, but oh, a beautiful dodge from Xiao Miao, and he's out of there. The fence saving him.
That was so close. That was 8 HP.
Ooh, MGC thinking about playing forward again, and we'll see if Cena can get his spear to connect this time. There it is. Spear's the Omni, but MGC still running straight at him. Realizing that's not the play, backing away on MGC. I guess it's pretty spooky when you have a Razor just running at you with Omni nuking you off the Razor. I never really thought of that.
Yeah, you got the repel on top. Like, because like the one counterplay is spearing him away, right? But that last time he died, he's just repelled, so he can't do anything.
Oh, poof onto Ham, backing on up. The glimpse is going to bring him straight into the clutches of Tien. Holy, the hammer dragging him through the fence before he can form, and he actually gets away. Meanwhile, top lane, Sleep out onto the DP, and I think Ipa is going to be meeting some pretty brutal ends from those 3 heroes. The fence going out, Naj being held in place for just a second. Cena trying to do what he can to get Naj away from his support, but uh-oh, Naj, pretty spooky, thinking about diving underneath the tower. The sleep, the spear, to try and cancel the sleep, but it's not going to be enough. Cena going down, and this time, Team Unreliable looking pretty good, Andros.
I can't believe how much Naj is getting done with this hero, to be honest. He's just running at people and punching them, and it's working. I mean, the Omni covering him is pretty nice. It gives him this early, just extra, you know, HP to work with. But yeah, I'm actually surprised he's just getting away with this.
Oh, Dawn popping the ult, trying to stun one of those Meepos. Meepo actually managing to get away, but one's going to be left behind, and RFA is strolling on in. If he gets the shackle off onto one of these little tiny Tians, there it is, the Hex onto one Tian. The other Tian runs saying, brother, please come with me. The poof! Ooh, my lord.
Get to commit the other Meepo. They didn't have lockdown for that one. That's sad. I mean, it's still good to pressure Tien out, though.
Okay, well, we're coming up on 10 minutes. Let's have a look at the net worth, Andros. Razor, pulling ahead there. Meepo's still not doing too bad, but you'd probably expect a Meepo to be a bit more farmed, right?
Yeah, especially with how the lane started. They recovered bottom really well.
Naj is just here to kill Cena again. The sleep comes out, and Taco and MGC are thinking about playing forward onto him. He does have his ult this time, which keeps the Razor out. He's going to try and stroll away, but Naj just going to use that repel to keep on continuing to chase Cena. Those right clicks slowly bullying him down. He pops the rebuke. Ham is also here. They want to deal with Connor. Connor trying to interrupt the sleep, but this time he's just too slow once again. Trying to get out of there. The right clicks might be enough, and down he goes. A fence from Muscle, keeping that ET back.
Yeah, I mean, this game, I'm curious to see how much Tien's going to be able to impact it, because if this Razor gets huge enough early, and this ET as well, it might be kind of difficult for him to come in with his timing. Because Meepo does need a little bit of time before he starts really cooking.
Oh, he's going to try and find a kill onto RFA. RFA popping the chicken on himself so we can run away, but the disruption comes out from Ipus, and I think RFA is going to be kept in position, dropping the shackle to try and get some kills onto Tien. Holy, hang on. What is going here? The heal coming out from Taco. Taco, Giga Gamer, coming on in. Tien in a whole bunch of trouble. MGC also coming to play. They managed to kill the chicken, but they actually lose the Meepo for it. And Ipus running underneath his tower will be stomped, will be run down, and down he goes. Holy. Meanwhile, mid lane, Ham. They just don't have any damage yet. Ham getting hit with the fence, caught in position. Now comes the disruptor ult, but
He's
Ham
fine. He's got a big one too.
rolls away.
Oh, he's going Deso. Okay, he's going all in. It's a Chad build.
Chupe throwing shade at me for a hook that I stepped into yesterday. Ooh, okay, they're going to try once again onto Ham. Oh, misread of the Disruptor ult, but Tien is here to put some pain out onto Ham. Ham will be going down here. RFA staying behind. Buster Clock. Foul play, rather, still off cooldown, so they won't elect to go for RFA.
I'm getting a little bit too cocky there, I think. Gotta respect the Disruptor this year is really, really punishing.
You know, there was a time where No Tail said this was the most garbage hero in Dota?
Oh, Disruptor. I mean, that hero was awful for quite a few years.
Now look at him. Alright,
Yeah,
Xiao
it's
Miao. Getting the shield rune. And these supports might be playing a little bit too far forward. They're not respecting the Ricky. The Ricky's trying to put some pain out onto RFA. Taco trying to keep him alive. Taco realizing he might be doomed to trying to get on out of there. That's it. That's their charm with the fence, keeping Taco in position. Taco limping out. Do they have the ult yet for Ipus? No, Ipus is so far behind that he doesn't have the ult. If he does, they probably kill that They probably kill that Omni. Ipus needs his 6. It's 12 minutes. Where's his 6?
Yeah, he's been running around too much. He's getting pulled all over the place and just dying in all the fights, so no XP for him. I was gonna say, ever since the Disruptor, that glimpse damage change, I feel like he's at least been a hero since then. There's been like stretches where no one really touching him, but he wasn't the worst hero in the game for sure.
You know, it's a hero I've never really spent a whole lot of time on. There's some heroes that I say to people that like obviously I've played 5 games of every hero in Dota, you know? But like there's some that I've just played 5 times and gone, nah, this is lame. Dazzle's one of those heroes. To a lot of people's surprise, Clockwork. I played like Clockwork.
I love Clockwork.
Yeah,
He's so fun now.
People love him, but never really been one of my favorites. Hang on, Xiao Miao going in onto RFA, and they're actually going to commit the Dawnbreaker ult. He goes to get the dodge off, but he gets hexed by RFA. Hang on, Xiao Miao staying alive for now. The fans keeping 2 heroes in position, and now comes a huge ult from Connor. Holy, Mazel committed. RFA pinned to the wall. Rebuke, is that enough to finish him? Ooh, big old silence coming out from Naj, and that's going to be nuking Xiao Miao out of existence. He's down. Cena trying to back on out, but on the sidelines, Tien is actually going full sicko mode onto Razor. Razor turns up to this fight just to die. Tien probably can mop them all together if he plays this fight right. Ooh, Ham trying to get the stun off onto the Meepos. Meepos getting on out of there. Comes back onto Ham. Ham brought back in front of Mercil. The 2 supports are bullying poor Ham. Ham wanted to put some bully back onto Mercil. 1 more click will be enough. No, he gets it. Beautiful. RFA trying to grab Ipus. RFA trying to jump forward. Gets the nuke off. Commits for it. And down goes that Disruptor. But I think that fight's probably better for MMR as just a number, right?
Yeah, that's a huge fight for them. I mean, I could feel the frustration from Dire there. There were so many heroes who were really low and they just couldn't catch them. Like, barely not reaching them. Yeah, I don't know. This Dawn as well, getting instantly glimpsed out is like really frustrating too. If he's in the middle of that fight, they might have been able to burst the heroes at the start.
Hey. Well, MGC playing forward. I mean, the fact that the Meepo was able to just sort of butcher that Razor on the back lines, like, I feel like they should just turn and butcher. Like, they wasted all this time on the supports, but the supports were exhausted. Why not just turn and blow the Meepo up? Maybe they just didn't see it happening. Fights can be chaotic.
I mean, he killed it pretty fast as well. I think MGC got like really confident. He's like, I'm gonna drain the enemy carry and run at him. But this carry has 3 heroes. So he just gets bodied by the other 2 Meepos anyways.
A whole bunch of splash damage to boot, so... Nick. Taking the stack.
Like, look at Ricky's items and look at Meepo's items. They're just buying the same items. The only difference is Tien has an extra rate band. It just feels weird.
A pretty good game for...
I mean, these are the items you're meant to buy on these series. It's just funny that it's just 2 heroes buying the same items. But Tien,
yeah, like sometimes it can feel bad. It's like there was a while ago, what was the item? Shivas. Where like my pos, pos 1 and my mid would be like, I'm buying Shivas, and my 3 was like, well, I'm buying Shivas as well. But it wouldn't matter because it was so, miscommunication there. But it looks like Dawn trying to save this Razor. Not going to be enough. That Razor will be going down. No, Omni comes on in to try and save. Connor drops the ult. Oh, the glimpse actually sends Dawn away. MGC left alone, and Taco as well. Holy, beautiful plays. But now it looks like Elder Titan going to try and find this Mega Meepo. Mega Meepo getting nuked, but able to back away. And that's an Ags finished for Tien. Cena still playing forward onto RFA. Not sure that was the play. The rest of your team had backed away, and Arnage going to come and take that kill onto Cena. But they also kill Ham, so...
This Dawn, he has his shard now. He needs to start dodging these glimpses with the shard. Because this is huge, him just getting deleted out of fights like that. Every single time.
Meepo porting forward. RFA jumping forward, trying to put some pain onto Tien, but there's a whole bunch of other Meepos here, and Naj is getting nuked. Omni to follow, and I wonder if they catch RFA. RFA dropping the snakes, trying to step away. Not in vision of the disruptor, so he does get his TP out. Holy, this game is so active. 34 kills in 16 minutes? That sound right?
Yeah, they are... I mean, I'm not entirely sure why Dire want to fight as much as this, because I feel like the heroes kind of need, like their basic items when they're strong. But, yeah, Radiant want to force everything. Especially with this Ricky having the XP facet. This thing is very nice when you're brawling like this.
Alright. Well, may as well give some love to my Twitch chat. Xavier coming through, calling me a QT. No, you, boo. No, you QT. And all you QT still hanging out. I can see there's still a bunch of you. Holy spear onto the Razor, and he is gone. Wow. Rest in peace, MGC. But you're all QTs. Thank you for coming by. There's still 50 of you hanging out. I still can't believe that. Absolute Giga Chads. I love ya, all of ya. Big old QTs. Can we get a Jandals QT call out? Of course we can. Jandals is one of my favorite QTs. And I wish I got to cast him more, but he's not playing in any tournaments yet. So... I'll cast him the minute I can. I love Jandals. Screaming Jandals' name? My favorite. God, I love him so much. Another really talented mid player. You would know quite a lot about Jandals, I imagine. Andros?
Yeah. I mean, you'd probably like him because he's an Earth Spirit spammer right now. His recents is literally just pages and pages of Earth Spirit.
I didn't know he was spamming ES, but that only makes me...
mid enjoyer.
Only makes me like him more. Although there is something to be said about people who only play Earth Spirit when he's strong, you know? Like,
no, he's always been an Earth Spirit picker. I mean, he's picking it more now, but he's picked it for a while. He's just a spirit. He loves all the spirit heroes.
I always say that I think I have the most Earth Spirit games compared to every other player in our entire region, but I am certainly not the best.
About the passion, you know?
Exactly, dude. Exactly. I'll spam him even in a trash meta like I am right now. Beautiful counter initiate coming out from Mercil. That ult absolutely saving Xiao Miao. Xiao Miao actually able to play this fight how he wants to. Connor dropping the ult to try and keep them back. Now, Tien here. Naj screaming forward and punching Xiao Miao. Xiao Miao trying to get on out of there, but he's getting the briefcase. Holy, he's come for business, Naj. And he's giving him the briefcase. He's looking for a hero to target. RFA managing to catch Mercil, but Mercil puts the fence down. He will be going down eventually, and that is it. A nice little cheeky kill. 3 dead. Beautiful initiation from Team Unreliable here. Holy.
It could be a bit of a scary timing coming up too, because Raze is pretty close to BKB, Dawn's about 2/3 of the way. I think these BKBs are going to make it really hard for these Radiant fights. It's the way they're taking them, because they're just all in, Arita, Disruptor ulti, and if they have BKBs, it's going to do nothing.
I think Alright, you're a much better support player than me, Andros. I'll admit that. I don't think Solar Crest is the buy on Disruptor. That's one briefcase hit. That's one, you know?
I mean, someone wants this item for sure. This item is like stupidly broken. But I think I probably would prefer if SD had it. Because I think Disruptor might need Ags pretty fast this game.
That's exactly what I was about to say, is I don't know a game where a Disruptor is needed in Ag so badly.
Yeah,
like
I mean, the problem is too, right? So right now, he's owning the Dawn, because Dawn ulti's in, and there's static on top, so he can't even get his shard off. When he has BKB, he's just going to ulti in a BKB. But if he has an Ags, then it makes it so Dawn is essentially feeding if he ever ults into a fight like that.
Yeah.
Unless he wants to BKB first, and then he's coming to the fight with like less BKB, so, you know, still a decent win.
Also, I said I wouldn't flame players, but I've only... Oh, he cuts the tree, okay. I've only been casting this Yao Miao guy for a while, and I love him. I love playing with him. But you know what he did to me today, Andros?
What? He beat the game?
I was playing with him. He was my POS 2, I think, OD. Hang on, I'm just watching Tien play forward onto this Razor. Razor popping his ult and popping his BKB and back on now. Tien not realizing that he's picked a fight with a Razor that has a big old BKB. Razor giving up the Ghost because the ult comes out from the SD to slow him down and keep him in position. They catch one of Tien's little meepos. He's caught in position. Out comes the stun from Dawn, and that's going to keep him in place, and down goes Tien. Now, Ipus in the trees in a whole bunch of trouble because there's 5 heroes that are saying, yes, please, I'll have that SD, and he is going down. Easy kills for Team Unreliable. Looks like Tien not respecting the BKBs, and they'll probably take a Roche from that, I imagine. And if Connor's not careful, they'll take him as well.
Yeah, this is a quick Roche.
So you want to know what Yao Miao did to me?
He's playing OD, so he's already griefing, but you can continue.
We're winning. Game's pretty secure. It's all going well. I'm playing... Who was I playing? I was playing a hero I don't often play. Was it Earth Spirit? I think it was Earth Spirit. And I'm about to get the hold on Hex onto that little tiny Satyr. They drops the repel onto RFA, and I didn't know that the repel stopped. Hang on, we'll come back to that later. Out comes the ult from Sol to keep both of these supports in position, and they're both probably going to be going down here. Without the supports, this is not a fight that you can take. Yao Miao taking a double kill for himself, and that's a whole bunch of XP going the way of Ricky. Ham and Naj retreating to their triangle. Tien strolling in as well. Hey, if you drop Repel, does it cancel Glimpse?
Yeah, for sure.
What?
I mean, it's just BKB.
I guess so, yeah. Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
Yao Miao playing forward. Ham having to pop his BKB. Mercil putting the clicks out, but the fence won't stop a BKB'd opponent. Anyway, point is that Meow quite literally used the banish to banish me and take the wisdom rune from directly in front of me when he was like 6 levels higher than me.
That's well played.
So
I can respect that.
Toxic, dude.
Actually, speaking of experience, when all that, like, their first team fight, not the last one before, and Radiant got, like, wiped, Cena ran and grabbed the enemy XP rune.
Nice.
I respect players who do that, because those XP runes are so fucking valuable, and people ignore them. People don't care. Drives me crazy in my pubs.
They are the most important part of the game for the first 20 minutes. Me and Ulstaria, I mean, you've listened to me and Ulstaria go on and on about this, but, like, you miss your first wisdom rune, you're not hitting 6 till, like, 10? 15? Sometimes 20? Depending on how hard the enemy team snowballs. And you miss the second XP rune? Or like, it can just be game. So...
I mean, I play Monkey 4, and I used to, like, I would steal the experience. Like, I would just take their first 2 experience every single game. And, like, even if you're not doing the most in the game, you do that, and you honestly just win, like, 90% of your games.
Now, I don't know a time that I've stolen an XP rune and lost a game. I'm sure there is one, but... they're doing...
Right, here comes the Roche
thinking about doing a Roche. Now, this is a smoke stroll straight on in. What are the BKBs at? A 9-second on Mars. Ooh, Naj gonna be poured straight into that disruptor ult. They're keeping him in position. The defense keeps him there a little bit longer, and they've lost their pos too. Holy on the sidelines. Shadow Demon trying to keep that Connor busy so he can't interrupt this fight, but I think he's gonna be strolling on in any second now. Looks like Razor is aggressing forwards, gonna bump into the fence. Ham trying to get on top of Tien. Tien just strolling on out of there. Taco hunting as well. Tien successfully diving into the trees. It looks like MGC elected to get on out of there. Do they have a stun to try and stop the Omni? Omni just leaves. Holy Ham left behind, and that fight does not go the way the Team Unreliable thought it would. They lose 3, and they'll be losing an Aegis as well.
They're just way too split up. They're like going for different meepos, going for different heroes. Oh, he's fencing the Roche, okay.
Oh, I see Ari turning up. Hola, Ari. Good to see you, boo. How did Team Unreliable go against the Jiren stack? I think Jiren got him. I don't remember. I've been casting for 7.5 hours. I know Jiren got the second game. Jiren stack got the second game. Oh. Uh-oh. MGC pinned to the wall. Doesn't have a BKB. Mertle putting in the right clicks. The fence to keep him in position. And Ipis actually taking that kill.
And he's having a rough mid game. His score looks not that bad, but he's been getting caught a lot. So I'm pretty sure all of these are post lane deaths as well.
Cena's stat line is typical Cena pos 3. So Cena doesn't normally play pos 3. He's just been playing pos 3 in this tournament. And I think he looks better as pos 3 than he does as pos 1. Still a super gifted pos 1 player. But what I will say is that he always seems to have like 6 or 7 deaths as a pos 3. But he just sets up every single fight before he goes down. And just like consistently looks like the MVP, even though he has like 0 kills, 11 deaths, and like 6 assists. Because like every fight is initiated and controlled by him on an Axe or a Mars or something. So
I mean, yeah, I'll be honest. I didn't realize his score was this terrible because he has been doing his job.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
he's been working a lot of the fights. His score looks like he's griefing, but
yeah, and dude, I've been
well.
casting him for days now, weeks now, actually. And it always looks like this. He always has this like garbage stat line, but he's the reason his team's winning. I mean, reason is strong terms. There is a fence in this game.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's been doing his job for sure.
Yeah.
Like pretty much every fight they've won has been off the back of a pretty good arena. That's actually fun. I had no idea it was this bad. When you said it, I looked and I gasped.
Yeah, it's crazy. Hey, yeah. All right. Andros, you've been doing a really, really good job. I know you said you've had experience in the past to being a big brain analyst. And I'm really enjoying casting alongside you. What do you reckon, guys? Do we have Andros back sometime? I reckon we do. He's been pretty hype.
Yeah, just don't watch what I said when you left for like 2 minutes.
No, I heard
That's all
it.
that matters.
This is the thing.
Oh, no.
I walk away and my headphones are on as I scroll away. So I heard ya, and guess what? I cracked up. I had a good old giggle. It's fun to hint, you know? It's fun.
Yeah, you can poke and prod. There's nothing in the TOS about that.
Exactly.
Right? That's all I'm saying.
Exactly. Okay. So some aggression now onto this tier 2. Should be a pretty easy little T2 take. I don't think they can test this.
Yeah, Aegis Meepo is going to be really hard to fight into because they kind of have to all in the Zero to get him even just once.
Jesus, look at this graph, man. 5k swings just back and forth.
Oh, RFA's going for the XP rune. The counter XP rune steal.
Chad. Secured. Oh, Meepo Courier? Does he blink and kill his portal scroll?
I mean, the bigger thing is they know Tien's up
they
here.
know,
Now.
yeah,
Look
they
at
know
this,
Tien's up here. They watched Tien. Uh-oh. Let's see if his Spidey sense tingles, because he usually has a pretty good read on the game.
Oh, he is getting the rune. Wait, RFA might be dying for this. Oh.
Net. Oh. Pings it. He's gone. I mean, who cares? You lose your career and not your life. Whatever, you know?
Yeah. They also pulled, like, pretty much... I mean, both teams are kind of...
Oh no, what's this? Did I just catch a single moment of Tien? Hang on. Self-hex by the Shaman and he's out of there. I think I just saw a moment where Tien went down to like 200 APMs instead of 2000 APM.
He's just getting old.
I've never seen him not be microing his Meepos. That's crazy. It was for like literally half a second, but I saw it. I seen it. Tien, I seen it. It was so short, Andros, but I seen it. I seen it.
Hey, Mercel doesn't want to go Axe. He wants to go Lotus Orb now.
D2LA ain't a myth. I mean, it's a good Lotus game, but I still think the Axe is...
but his Axe ruins the Dawn's game. I
Oh,
think, too much
Cena
to
jumping
not do it.
forward, dropping the rebuke onto Ham. Ham slowed, and Xiao Miao was in the area. They're putting the pain down, and that's the BKB. He's sort of happy just taking the BKB. RFA on the sideline, catching Mercel. Mercel being disrupted for now. Looks like Naj is looking for a way in, but the ult comes out. They've actually caught Naj in the ult. Hang on, MGC finding Tien. Tien on the sidelines doing everything he can to burst MGC. Cena left alone inside his arena, and down he goes. Oh no! Tien gonna try and deal with RFA. RFA can self-hex and just run away. He actually drops the shackle onto one of the Meepos. That Meepo gonna be blowing up any second. That's Aegis committed. There's still 5 heroes here though, and the rest of Tien's team is not here. Holy Mega Meepo, he is out of there. The fence!
Oh, the fence!
The fence! Holy Mercel Mia.
That was a little odd from RFA, because if he stayed closer to Tien there, I think he does actually catch him. He tried to like predict Tien's blink, I think, but he has Aether Lens, he can just stay and chase him with the blink. But all around, that was a really good fight. I think MGC needs to keep doing that, like not chasing this Meepo around with his Drain, just focus the Ricky down, focus the Mars down. Because yeah, he keeps getting kited by Meepo a lot. So he'll drain one Meepo, and then that, like Tien will use the other ones to get that Meepo out.
A whole bunch of QTs turning up in my chat. Ilstaya has come around. Let's see if he's dropping flame. He is, but not at us. Beautiful. Okay, they found Connor. He's been hexed and he's caught in front of that very, very scary Razor. Razor playing forward under the tower, electing to turn for Mercel. The slow comes out from Connor. He hits him with the rebuke, and now Connor's being brought back in front of these very scary heroes. The disruption comes out and it might be enough to save him. No, he'll be coming out straight into that stun. No, gets the blink away because he's an absolute god gamer. Holy, Connor's out of there. Double damage on Ipus. The slow might be enough to get Ipus away. RFA jumping forward to try and put some pain onto Connor. Connor getting caught, and they actually managed to secure both on MGC. Sick plays coming out from RFA. Tien jumping in against 4 heroes. Tien, that's not the play. Whoa. Ooh, he digs and he's gonna have to get on out of there. Hammer to slow, throws the root onto Naj. Xiao Miao jumping in onto Naj, dodges the sleep. The stun does clip him on the very edge. No, Xiao Miao. Tien playing forward, wants to deal with Naj. Now it's caught by the fence. Uh-oh, down he goes. Huge nukes coming out from that Meepo, all stacked up and megged and ready to go. Ooh, play forward from Xiao Miao. Xiao Miao wants Ham. Ham thinking about turning around to try and put the stun onto this tiny little Satyr, but the Satyr manages to silence him, and now heal from Taco might get Ham away. Ham turning back, trying to put some pain onto Mercel. Mercel keeping his distance, so the kiting works, and down goes the Dawn. They do it. They kill the Dawnbreaker, and that fight looked real good from Unreliable, but they overcommit, and they lose a whole bunch of heroes here. Tien, throw in a net, not connecting. Taco should be pretty good. As long as he doesn't show, he'll just slink away. Oh, Tien spots him. Tien. Oh, there's a lot of Meepos that provide a lot of vision. They find Taco. Taco in a whole bunch of trouble. Silence comes out, and they bully him. Space created.
How many buybacks was that? Was that Just Disruptor? I think it was, right?
Let's have a look. It was just Disruptor, yep.
Yeah, that's huge then. Yeah, they got really greedy, just over committing into the base there. Like, I don't know, when your BKBs are out against these heroes, you're gonna get kited like crazy. Like we saw it there, just like glimpses, fences, SD banishes, nets from Meepo. There's just so much random kiting control.
MGC getting that, like the RFA high ground MGC double ring. Like if they just back up there, they're probably good, but they just stay a bit longer. Like you just, like Naj goes in, like, nah, just leave.
Yeah, I was gonna say Naj was the one who led the charge. He needs to chill out a little bit. I think he thinks this Omni makes him unkillable, and like, yeah, he is very tanky, but the second that repel or the Omni ulti's over, he just dies in half a second.
It also has gone to with Nemesis Curse, which has turned him into a bit of a glass cannon.
I mean, he's got a mom too, yeah. He is full glass cannon mode.
Yeah, yeah.
He's opting for the Dawn Axe, that's interesting.
Alright, here's a question. Are you like me? I get it. The Dawn Axe makes it longer, which is good. And it gives you the ability to move it, which is good. But it also makes it longer, which means there's way more time for the team to react and get away from it. And time for you to mess up who it is you're landing on while the team scatters like rats. Like, I feel like it's such a double-edged sword, that Dawn Axe.
I think it's just, there's 2 types of Dawn, right? There's this, like, semi-carry, like, if you look at this facet tree, oh, it's not a test, the talent tree, there's like one side which is like the core build, and there's one side that's the utility build, right? And I personally think Dawn 3, like I can't think of a reason you go utility. I think the core build is way too strong. So
Yeah,
like I'm not a huge fan of the Ags on core Dawn, but if you're playing like some kind of support Dawn, you just take all these other talents and you go the Ags, and it can be quite good. It definitely used to be better, like before they nerfed it. Because it used to be a build with like Greaves, Holy Locket, and Ags, which was crazy. I don't know if you played that build on Dawn. That build was super OP.
Yeah, I didn't play it, but I certainly played into it a few times, so that's often the case with Bops, is I will remember the spooky, but never have played the spooky. Do you remember when Octarine cores stacked and the Treant Protect, not Treant Protector, Malfurion would just buy multiple Octarine cores and just literally blink around the entire map? Do you remember that brief moment?
Wait, this was a thing? I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't
it was for about 4 hours after a patch, and my mate Boz spammed it like an absolute nerd, dude. Holy. It was super good toxic.
You can end the Dawn Ags early, but the thing is, if you end Dawn Ags early, why'd you buy Ags? That's my question.
Yeah, that's my
point. You're sitting there. Yeah.
That's my point. Yeah, that's my exact point.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
I think this game, if you just went the semi-carry build, I think Meepo's kind of terrified. Like he can just 3-shot him in fights like late game. This shot does so much damage.
MGC strolling onto the low ground, straight in front of this team. Maybe they're getting the read here that something might be up. There is a scan, and they walk straight on into it, so the enemy team knows they're there. Team Unreliable will play forward. They're smoked. Stomp to get himself closer on the ET. Oh, they're looking for their initiation.
Oh, they see MGC even though they smoke. Just disrupt the shard things.
What was that? What was that, Andrew?
The disrupt the shard was on the Razor even though he was smoked. So they saw like where he was because they saw the orb popping around.
So that's pretty good pickup. That's pretty giga-brained. That is why you're an 1,000,000 MMR player, and I can count my MMR in 2 hands.
I can too, I think.
Okay, MGC's like really playing forward. Yeah, he's gonna go straight at this Disruptor. Disruptor backing on out. They drop the Astral Spirit to see if they can connect, but they just disengage for now. Although it has walked through a few heroes, so... Man, this Disruptor is just scouting them consistently. Who needs a bounty when you have a Disruptor? Alright, Naj dropping the stun. It looks like Xiao Miao is actually electing to commit. The BKB coming out on Naj. Not the BKB, sorry, that's his shard. Xiao Miao trying to get on out of there. MGC does commit his BKB and plays forward, but when that BKB ends, they're going to be in a whole bunch of trouble. They have brought him back. Uh-oh, Connor jumping in, popping his ult and pinning that Razor straight to the wall. The Omni on the sideline trying to keep him alive. Tien waiting for his moment to enter. Xiao Miao getting on out of there. The Disruptor, sorry, the Dawnbreaker has used her ult. The Yules to keep himself up in the air to stop the damage coming out onto Connor. MGC getting very low. Oh no, down goes that freaking Shadow Shaman on the sidelines, but a lot of these Radiant heroes are starting to get very low. Mercil gonna be burst, and so is Xiao Miao. That's a triple kill going the way of MGC, and they jump forward, drop the shackles onto Shadow Demon dead, and I don't know, the Tien has a way out of this situation. He's in a whole bunch of trouble, and they're playing forward onto him. The Meepo giving himself the dispersal to try and get on out of there, but the Razor will have enough damage to finish him off, and that's a 5-man wipe going the way of Team Unreliable. Ooh.
I actually don't know how MGC got all the kills because Naj was hitting for 900 damage in that fight for like a solid 10 seconds. Like the first Meepo like initiation of the fight, he just got 2-shot and had to burrow. That's why Tien couldn't really get him done that fight.
Yeah, Tien was looking for his way in, but just couldn't find the moment to connect. Like, it's like he jumps in and he lands in the sleep from Naj, or he jumps in and he lands in the Dawn BKB piercing stun. Like, he jumps in as Mega Meepo and gets shackled by the SF. Like, he's really struggling to find a way into these fights. I think he needs a BKB, and he hasn't got one yet. He has 5 grand and hasn't got a BKB. I know it feels bad on Meepo, but I think he needs one.
I don't know, it's just really difficult, because I think in an ideal world, you have a different mid-hero who can kind of go in and cause chaos in the fight first for you, but I don't think Ricky can really do that this game. He's going to die if he stays in the front line too long.
Xiao Miao having a real hard game.
I think the Ricky and the Meepo kind of want to both do the same thing right now, which is just kind of wait to pick their right time to go in.
Oh, I hear a Conan, which means it's Conan O'Brien. LCS 1016 coming through with the follow. Hey, thank you, Boo, for coming through and supporting Oz, SEA, and NZ Dota. Maximum QT, thank you for coming by and watching our stream, supporting us. You are an absolute QT, and I adore ya. Thank you, genuinely, for your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. So, how do MMRs just number take these fights, then?
I mean, Disruptor's getting Yags now. Someone's told him. Someone yelled at him, I think.
Okay.
That's going to be a pretty big timing. I'm not really sure otherwise. I mean, they can very easily dodge them, I think. Because it's not the most amazing catch, other than the Shadow Shaman on Dire. So they might have to do some dodging and pushing shenanigans for a bit. Because, yeah, I think this Disruptor X is pretty core to that fight.
Well, they're not too far from it. Like, this late in the game, there's sort of enough farm on the map for... Oh, hang on. Is that a jump forward? RFA needed to be careful. He tries to 4-staff out, but the Shadow Demon ult keeps him in place. The fence as well. They're just not willing to commit onto a Shadow Shaman. And, like, fair enough. There's a very scary, about to hit level 25 Razor there.
Yeah, I mean, if they jump the Shaman, they're going to lose at least 2 heroes, I think. Like, both supports are going to get cleaned up. One thing that's interesting, RFA's going BKB, which I like. Mars, when supports by BKB, is very sad.
Dude, this,
It's very hard for them to choose where to go.
This Omni Shard, hey. It is so strong. Like, it's one of those ones, you know how there's, like, certain shards that just feel nice to get? Like, you're not necessarily going to rush them, but, like, you're pretty stoked if you do manage to get your hands onto it.
Yeah, like, if you get it from Tormentor, you're just, like, nice.
Yeah, exactly. When they first released this shard, I tried to do... I quite like Omni. I don't play a lot of Omni, but I really like playing the hero. It's just never relevant, right? At the moment, it's very strong, but usually it's not. When they first changed this shard, though, I definitely did jump straight onto this Omni meta and try and have some fun with him. And I just think, like, it's just not good enough that you can rush it. I wish it was, but...
It's like I miss the old shard. The old shard was so much fun. It's like one-shotting people.
Oh,
like
yeah.
The Panda build.
Oh yeah, I'll still
I love that build.
never forget the time that a Storm Spirit zipped in on me as a support Omni that had too much farm, and I just turned and one-shot him.
It was ridiculous. It was like, at level, like, 12, you had, like, 1,000 pure damage bursts. Like,
Yeah, it's just under 1,400.
so
just under 1,400 pure damage. It was crazy amounts of damage.
I think RFA is BKB now. I mean, I think he's going to play super cocky. Because he knows, like, if they try to commit on him, they can just get, like, a Omni ulti or something to cover him.
Oh, Tien finding the Omni. This is a pretty big pick if they can take it. They do. Dawn now coming on in, trying to put the stun onto that Meepo, but can't quite connect. Holy purple, what was that?
Oh, yeah, you got that too, right? Yeah. I think that was Mega Meepo, I think.
What in the purple? What was... Well, good to know that you got it as well, and it's not my computer melting.
Yeah, this game is well made, and there's not many bugs, guys. Don't worry about it.
Wow, did you just get a crazy giant cat appear on your screen as well?
Alright.
I do like that you and Ilstar both have the same. Alright, which basically means I'm sick of your shit, Pops.
When me and Reese are in Discord together, the amount of sarcasm is kind of dangerous, I think.
Yeah.
Like this Reem Nizzle guy, he cops it a lot when we play Deadlock together. Just getting abused like 90% of the time.
It was so funny. When Deadlock came out, I got so excited, right? Because I'm actually quite a good first-person player. Like just when it comes down to like accuracy, point and click, I put the pixel on the head, I click. I'm old and I've been playing first persons for years and years and years, right? But what I didn't take into consideration was all of the like brain stuff in Deadlock, like farming and rotations and all this sort of stuff, like the stuff that makes it a MOBA and not just a first-person shooter. So when it came out, I was immediately like, finally I can carry all of these Dota players that have carried me for years in Dota. I'll show them I'm one of the best first-person shooter players I know. And I get in and I'm getting perfect headshots, but then it's like 6 minutes in and I look at the scoreboard and I have like 1/10 of the gold everyone has, and I'm like, oh, shit, not even here. Not even
happening
here.
in our games we've been playing, because we recently got into like the high elo games. and we'll play these lanes, and these guys are like owning us because they're headshotting every shot, right? And they've got like really good movement, all this stuff. But then it goes mid game, and we just win because they just like have no idea how to team fight.
Yeah.
They build the wrong items. They don't farm properly.
That's the
But it's just
story.
odd because yeah, their laning is crazy, and then they just don't do anything.
That's actually the story of my deadlock experience. Is perfect headshots throughout the laning phase, throughout like early laning, win my lane with perfect headshots, and then just absolutely lose the game because everyone on my team has 10,000 more gold than me, and everyone on the enemy team has 20,000 more gold than me, and I don't know how to farm. I don't know farming patterns. And I could just look them
feel
up.
so dumb though when I play X. This guy's like mechanically so good, but then I just beat him because I just grug him to death with better items. That's weird.
Okay, Naj. Got an AD, but hasn't been able to put it to work. They find Mercil, actually. Mercil hit with the Hex, hit with the Shackles. Taco coming in to give him a nuke. Whoop, the Innate pushing Taco back. Taco dropping his Purify, and boom! That's gonna be a big old dead Disruptor.
That is fun how long Shackles lasts. Just solid like 6-second lockdown. Very cool.
Now, can they just go high ground with no Disruptor? Like, they'll at least try and force the buyback, right?
But they still have it. Oh no, they must have used it. I missed when they used the banner. I know they had one from Roche before. Oh no, they do. Omni's putting it in. Okay.
Oh, RFA just playing like an absolute Giga Chad, playing forward onto Ipus. Ipus, hang on, a whole lot committed here to try and go into Ipus, and none of it working out. They do get the buyback from the Disruptor though, as discussed, and they actually glimpse back MGC. MGC forced to pop his BKB. Xiaomiao blinking on out of there. So that's the BKB down. Do they elect to chase? I mean, if they can keep him here, there's a bunch of Meepos in this. No, Meepo's coming back. Never mind. Hold that thought.
Yeah, he's just cutting the waves bottom, forcing Dawn to go back there. And then I'm assuming someone's going to move top, if it's safe at least. But that's not too bad. They held the banner push. That could have been really annoying though with that banner.
Does cost him
Especially
a
snakes
buyback
on
though.
top.
I guess it's buyback or a Rax. And without this slow this game.
I think you take it with how this game is.
Yeah.
It's just the Mars refresher timing.
Mars blinks, finds Naj. They've tried to kill him once before, but when the supports are here, they're really going to struggle. Dawn, hang on, deja vu. I have been in this place before. Connor being grabbed by RFA. The BKB piercing stun comes in, and MGC putting the pain onto him. The disruption. We've seen this. We've seen this exact positioning. Hold on, drops the ult, and it looks like MGC's not caught inside of it. Neither is him, because he's popped his BKB, and they're having to back on out of there. Mercil getting very low, and remember that is his buyback on the backlines. Tien finding Naj and bursting him. MGC turning back. Cena blinking back forward. He's trying to take as much damage as he can from one individual Meepo, and that Meepo's been left behind. Mega Meepo saving him. Connor whipping the spear. Hold up. Xiaomiao tries to blink forward, but can't quite connect either. They drop the shackle onto the Mega Meepo. Mega Meepo force-staffed away, at least for now. Ham trying to come forward and put some pain onto Mega Meepo. Mega Meepo dispersing himself and running on out. Xiaomiao on the backline trying to put some pain onto this Razor. Both of them pinned to the tree. Holy, a beautiful spear coming out from Connor. Can they capitalize? No, RFA, you've got to deal with RFA. He keeps griefing these fights again and again and again. Tien in a whole bunch of trouble. The disruption comes out, and that's the buyback from the Disruptor. Oh no, Tien losing his life as well. The Mega Meepo ends. Oh no! RFA mopping these fights, absolutely controlling and dominating them. I just can't believe it. They need to do something about the Shadow Shaman, Andros.
Yeah, he's playing his limits really well. Like, since he got the BKB, he's just been, like, literally just jumping in front of them, just daring them to go on him. Which is, yeah, how he needs to be playing.
Holy.
That fight as well, the Razor didn't have BKB until the end of it. Like, that whole thing started with, like, I think it was like a 30-second BKB cooldown.
RFA playing forward onto Ibis. Ibis managed to get outside the Dawn ult. An opportunity might present itself here. Dawn's BKB still has 9 seconds, and if you get a good spear and can kill him, ooh, there it is. Xiaomiao going in. It looks like MGC going to blink inside of this arena. They don't really have the damage to deal with Ham, and Ham pops his BKB and is trying to back on out. RFA looking for a target, tries to go for Ipus. Ipus blinks on out this time. Xiaomiao looking for a way into this fight, but can't quite find it. Good spear back to the tower could be huge. Rebuke misses. Not a spear away from the tower, Cena. That's not what I said, boo. Ipus gonna drop the disruption. RFA grabbing him from the low ground, and there's going to be a big old scary Naj with a BKB popping in and giving him the briefcase. He's come to business, and business he does. That hero just disappeared off my screen. Holy.
As ET is. He's a bit of a problem when he actually gets the hit. They've been kiting him quite well this game, but when he gets to unleash, anyone he hits is dying. They're eyeing up their Tormentor. Because who gets the shard? Let's see.
Scanning for enemies.
Wait, do they? They all have it. Alright, free money.
280 gold each. That's 1,400. 1,000 and
Radiant's bottom
two-
Am I doing math here?
1,240 gold.
How much was it?
1,200 and.
I'm half asleep right now, I'll be honest with you.
It's a lot of gold. It's 1,000 gold. You take it, whatever.
I think you were right when using 1,400. I think it is. I'm half asleep.
What is the time? Alright, cool. RFA jumping forward, putting the shackle out onto Ipus. Ipus caught here, and I don't think he has a way out of this one. I think that this Team Unreliable team can walk high ground and end this. I just think they're a bit too scared to. Like the
I didn't
Meepo.
actually realize that.
What do you reckon?
TNH's is nice to let him all in. What's going on here? He's left a refresher and a Roshan banner. Okay. Hopefully no one on the enemy team knows.
He actually ports back and picks him up.
Okay. It was a bit awkward.
Okay.
I mean, that is huge taking the Aegis away, because I think that Aegis is probably, I'd say at least 2 lanes of
Oh,
Rax.
playing forward onto Connor. Connor in a whole bunch of trouble. RFA grabbing him again with that max range grab from Aether Lens. Man, he is putting that to work. Cena does have his buyback. Snake's committed, but I think this Rax probably goes down. They commit the buyback, and I think Team Unreliable are going to just back on up. High ground, so hard to push. MGC blinking forward on the backlines. Tien finding Nahaj, but Nahaj popping his BKB, and out comes a big old stun. Hang on, this is the buyback from the Mars, and if they kill the Mars, he's in a whole bunch of trouble. He pops his refresher to try and get them off of him. Can he pop his ult? No. BKB running out. Tien can't quite connect, and MGC playing forward for this Mega Meepo. Mega Meepo getting on out of there. 120 seconds, no Mars. 25 seconds, no Shadow Demon. 56 seconds, no Disruptor. And very soon, gonna be seeing a Meepo put on the bench. Gets the blink away, throws the net out to keep everyone in position, but Mega Meepo was ended, and he can't macro all 5 out of this scenario. Or maybe he can. He is Tien, the Aegis. Uh-oh. Is there a way out for him here? No.
Jesus, the ET damage and all the Meepos are out is crazy. One thing as well, this Razor got a Mindbreaker, which is so obnoxious for Meepo to deal with. Like, one of the clones gets silenced and you can't prove him out. Catches you up so randomly as well.
I mean, Meepo does have his buyback. I just don't know how Meepo enters these fights without Mars. Like, they perfectly caught Naj away from his team, but Ham just ults in, and all of a sudden, there's no threat on Naj.
Yeah, the Omni also was unchecked, so he just repel, like, reset it as well. Like, they kind of need, like, Meepo or the Ricky to go for this Omni, while the Mars goes for the actual core they want.
There's just a lot of damage on this Team Unreliable team. They're actually playing so well too. I mean, you said last game they may have just been playing better. Disruption onto Mercil to keep him alive. Xiao Miao going in onto RFA and actually jumps away. Naj finding them on the back lines. He's once again come to business, and business he does. They're all going to be stunned. No, Dig keeps him out of harm's way for now.
He didn't dig, he got 1 shot.
No, he didn't dig. He's dead. Oh no. Oh no. Well, that's game. That's yeah, that's game.
10k for what, guys? Get 1 shot by Naj.
Yeah, I just don't see a way that a Ricky can hold, so come on, Xiao Miao, this is your moment. This is it.
Tien's still just all chatting in disbelief about his death.
I thought he dug. I thought it was a dig, but it wasn't a dig. He got literally 1 shot. Holy. GG. Also,
Yeah, I mean, I think both games, they were team fighting a lot cleaner. It's just, yeah, the first game was a bit of a draft issue, I think.